another penny box. Let's get started with roll number 1, which already wants to get started. Roll number 1, and I already have a Canadian peeping out. I know we're gonna get a lot of Canadians being in New York, so I'm only gonna bring you guys in for the Young Heads and King Georges. Just wanted to let you know. And already, we've got a Canadian on the board. Roll number 3, we have our first wheat cent. Looks a bit older, possibly. Let's see the date. 44 Philadelphia. First wheat cent on the board.
Roll number 5, and we got yet another wheat cent. And it's reverse facing, so we'll look at the date. 1941 Philadelphia. So we'll check it for the possible DDO under the scope. And it is not the DDO, I don't think, but you would see it on the date, Liberty, and In God We Trust. But still nice find. It's a wheat cent nonetheless. And that's in decent condition, so we'll bring you in on the next find.
Roll number 7, we've got an obverse facing wheat cent. Very damaged, 1942. Philadelphia, I think. Let's see it. 42 Philly. Very damaged, but it's our new oldest find.
No, it's not. It's actually not.
Roll number 10, we've got a reverse facing wheat cent. Might be older, but it might just be a damaged common. Yep, 1951. First one from the 50s. And it's Philly. First 50s for the board.
Honestly.
Roll number 14. My first young head in quite a bit. And it's not 1964. 1961 young head. And not in the worst condition.
Roll number 17. Got a wheat cent reverse facing. And it's in 1940 Philadelphia. Oldest wheat cent of the box so far.
Roll number 21. We have another wheat cent. The date is in 1944 Philadelphia. Second one of the hunt. And I'll bring you back in for the next find. Somehow, not just to have a second wheat cent in the roll 5 points later, why are they all reverse facing? This is all perfect for suspense in the video. I guess enough talking, let's flip it. I think that's 41 Philadelphia. Yep, with just a small dot over there. Pretty nice. Second one of the box.
Roll number 22, and we got another wheat penny. And it is reverse facing, and it's in 1940 from Philadelphia. Our second of the hunt. So we will continue our hunt, and we'll bring you in on the next find.
Roll number 25. Halfway point of the box. And I've never had a 1952 Canadian. I think it's the last year of the King George. Oldest Canadian so far, but can we beat that and get my first King George V Canadian? Same roll, obverse facing for like the first time. We got a 53 Denver wheat cent. Let's put it under the scope. And I don't think I see a D over D. A bit damaged, but it's the latest wheat cent in the box. I think this is a sign that the box is picking up because only one roll after the King George and wheat cent in the same roll, we've got a nice wheat cent, red brown. Probably gonna be a 56 or 58. 58 Philadelphia. At least it's not Denver, which would be more common. Nice find. Roll number 30, and I didn't even realize, but we've got a wheat cent under. Let's see the date. 1955 Philadelphia, and definitely not the DDO.
Roll 39, and we have yet another wheat penny, but it's been a while. It's a 1941 Philadelphia obverse facing, so we'll check it for doubling and see if it has it. And I don't think it has it, but you will find it. Again, I said earlier. Oh, it's a pretty strong number. Still a nice wheat penny, and we'll take it, so we'll bring you in the next find, which hopefully we can pick up the pace here.
Yep, this is Coin Kid with his lamp over here, super neat, his box over here, his coin collection, and his computer scope over here. Very neat, very. Roll number 44. We got a wheat cent. Reverse facing, and that's seated 8. 58 Denver. Not bad. Second 58. I don't want to put it on top of the nicer one. Roll number 45. Hopefully the box is picking up just to finish off at the end because there's a wheat cent over here. Hopefully it's older. We haven't had any pre-40s. 1950. But a wheat cent's a wheat cent. I'll take it. And it'll be on the board.
Alright, on roll number 49, we got a find that will probably be the final find in the box before the wrap up. And it's a reverse facing wheat penny. And we'll show the date here. And it appears to be a 1955 from Philly. So we can check it for the double diopters, which you would probably see with the naked eye, but maybe just put it under the scope. And it's not in bad condition. It's a pretty nice coin with luster, and that is not the DDO. It's not the poor man's DDO, but it's still a nice coin. Likely the final wheat cent of the box that will bring you in for the wrap up, or possibly a miracle find at the end there. Well, same roll, you may have pulled off a miracle. It is common, but it's not reverse facing 1944 Philadelphia wheat cent. So we'll definitely take it. And it's another find to add to the board at the end of the box. So hopefully we may find something. But if not, we'll bring you in on the wrap-up.
For the wrap-up, we had 16 wheat cents, with the oldest being tied between two 1940s. Sadly, no pre-40s, but 16 wheaties, I'll take it. It's a bit above average. We had 341s, a really damaged 42, 344s, let's see this one, 50 Philly, we had a 51 Denver, 53, no, 51 Philly and the 53 is Denver. We had two 55s. 58D in to good condition, and a really nice 58D with plenty of luster. We also had 6 59s. You only see 5 here. That's because one of them is a stunner. We also had 3 even better looking 60s. 64, 68, and 68. I don't usually pull out the 70s because I just find so many lustrous ones that just... I mean, unless they look like these, which for some reason I find a lot of good red ones, but none with this much luster. We had 2 San Francisco mint marks, which I had none last box. 74S and 69S, which are both some of the harder to get S mint marks of the 68 to 74 range. We did have 2 old Canadians, a 52 King George and a 61 Younghead. And we had 6 more modern Canadians. If you want, you could pause to take a quick look at the date. And we had 3 09s. 2 of the same design and 1 is the cabin. I'm not sure of the name still. And that's it for a wrap up. Hopefully you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.